Hello,
How
Tom.
you doing? Good to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, too.
Should I be wearing a sport coat or just like this?
You look great, just like that, as long as you're comfortable.
Okay.
That's what counts. Whoop. Yeah, it's a big truck. It's a big
It is a
truck.
big truck.
You've obviously seen the show, right?
Actually, I have not.
Oh, you didn't go online to
I
look
didn't
at
go.
any of these?
I was busy. I've been doing a budget, so
Uh-oh.
Libby informed me about it.
Yeah.
And so we're going to take a ride. Is that it?
We're just going to drive around and talk about stuff.
Okay. Okay.
All right? So
right.
how's the budget looking?
It looks good. I had to make several cuts in order to fund other priorities, but everybody seems happy. So
Even the people that got cut? They
they were
don't know
unfunded
yet.
positions.
They were
They were unfilled positions. They're funded but unfilled. So I was able to.
So how long have you been the town manager in Hyannis?
I've been for the past couple of years now.
Now, what do we call it? Is it Hyannis or Barnstable?
It's the town of Barnstable,
Oh.
and we have 7 villages. So we're in the village of Hyannis right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking right over at the Armory where President Kennedy made his acceptance when he first was notified that he was going to be
I
president.
did not even know that.
And this is part of the Kennedy Legacy Trail, those little signs you see where
Oh, right.
people can walk through and see what's going on. And of course, the town hall is on our left, which was the old normal school.
Yep, right.
That was it was actually a teacher's school. Now, do you want me to tell you where to go, or do you?
No, I'm just going to drive around, and you can.
Okay.
If there's something you want to show me, though, please.
Okay.
Listen, I am an open book to this town,
Okay.
and like many people on Nantucket,
You don't know what's going on.
we don't know what's going on.
This is a Cape Cod Maritime Museum, started about 10 years ago, an energetic group.
Interesting.
If you go left up here,
Okay.
we'll go up Pleasant Street.
Sure.
And we'll go down Main Street, and
This road I know.
okay, and we'll, if you want, we'll just zip through Hyannisport and then come back along the waterfront there.
Explain for the folks out there how your town manager job is different from Libby's.
Yes, we have what's called a council manager form of government, and that means we have 13 elected town councilors, and I'm the town manager. And the way it works really is the town council you think of as the town meeting, and I am the selectman. So all of the executive powers of
You got a lot of
signing-
power.
Yes, yes. You want a street named after you, Gino?
Sure
We could
do.
get Gino Ave.
I love it. Where are we going to put it, though? I don't know.
We've done a lot of work here
All right.
on Main Street.
Yeah.
Over the last probably 15 years, we've put in new street lighting, new sidewalks, and government's role, the way we view our role, is that we try to set the table for businesses. So the business right next to us, the Heritage House, they redid that based on the changes they saw here on the street. And as we go down, you're going to see several examples of ways that businesses
For those people that don't know what Hyannis used to be like, how would you describe it?
You know, it had fallen on hard times, renovated during the 60s and 70s, and then when everything went down, it went down too. So there was a lot of work that needed to be
Yes.
done to bring it back up. And
How would you describe the state of it now?
I think right now it's a vibrant, walkable, livable area. We've got housing on either end that people can live on. We've got housing over the stores. We have over 40 restaurants now. You've got Thai food and Italian food that we're
Is that right?
just
40 in this
40
stretch?
40 on this stretch. But the street, we're different as a main street because we're one big long main street. So it's not like it's, there are side streets that are as built up, and so it's a long main street to maintain and to walk through.
Okay.
The Cape Cod Times renovated their building. We've got the Barnstable Patriot over here also.
Right.
You'll notice a lot of outside dining now, and that's one of the areas that's really picked up in Hyannis and given it a real nice vibe.
How would you describe Hyannis?
It's really the hub of. It's really the hub of our town. Really, almost the economic hub of Cape Cod.
Right.
It has Of course, the whole Kennedy tradition and family, we're going by now the JFK Museum, where they get over 50,000 visitors a year. So it's a natural.
I was going to ask you, is that
they come
still
down-
popular?
Still a popular draw. A lot of nightclub activity. You've got the British Beer Company. You've got Provo, Brazil over here, where they have nighttime entertainment. Sturgis Charter School, public charter school, #1 in the state.
Is that right?
Yep, and it's in the top 50 in the country. They have a baccalaureate degree, very popular.
We play Sturgis all the time. We're always covering their games over on Nantucket.
They may not be the best athletically, but they're darn smart.
Now, what is it? How do you get in there? I mean,
it's a lottery system.
Oh, it is.
It draws from Plymouth to Provincetown. So there are about 40 kids.
I didn't know it was that good of a school.
Yeah, #1. And the Hyannis substation over here is relatively new. We did that 2 years ago. And this year we're also having a community impact unit. We're going to have cops substation for the police.
Oh, a substation for the police.
And we're going to have them on the beat starting this week.
Let's talk about the police.
Yeah.
Do you need more?
My budget this year has funded 5 positions that we were able to bring on through a grant, and so yes, we did need more to bring up to full complement.
Do you hire like we do, lots of summer specials?
No, we don't. We have a year-round complement that we really do.
Oh,
we don't do a lot of the.
You don't.
We used to have the summer police. A lot of people would like that back.
Yeah.
They like that sort of connection. So we're in the West End now.
Okay, yeah. What's
and
about
off to the Beach Tree Inn over here in Kentita.
Yeah.
They spent $1 million plus on this whole thing. It's an alleyway down there. Very, very popular Mexican food.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. They've got a big beech tree in the back, huge beech tree. And they call it the Liberty Tree because Barnstable was loyal to the Crown back in 1776 when that was all starting. And as a reward, the British actually planted a tree there, and legend has it that that's the tree that grew up. So very popular night spot that's over there. And so...
Now, what about the airport? And is that a town-owned?
That is a municipal airport. Yes, it's town-owned.
Right.
What makes Barnstable government a little different is that we have a lot of what they're called enterprise accounts. So they exist without general fund money. They're not taxpayer supported. They are all the revenues that are generated through the emplanements and everything that goes on that way. So.
Is it a challenge?
Yes, it's a challenge for the enterprise accounts to stay in the black, but many of them have healthy reserves, but they have to build that up because in bad times they have to draw on those reserves to make things work.
Yeah.
This is a pocket park we've created. We've done several of those in Hyannis. That used to be an old gas station.
Okay. Oh, really?
And we use the plantings in the front and other areas of the town. This is, I don't know whether Nantucket does this, but we're coming into the West End Rotary. This is an adopt-a spot, and the individual...
It's a what?
Adopt-a spot. So, and a local business that actually happens to be the Hyannis package store over here, he maintains this. And he has crews out here planting and, mowing and keeps it all up. So it's one area that Barnstable doesn't have to take care of, the DPW.
Yeah, exactly.
And we have them all over town. We couldn't do all the plantings and everything.
What's the population of
Barnstable's about 46,500 people.
Okay. And what about the Cape itself? How big
Cape's
is
about 225,000.
Year round. I mean,
year round.
Yeah.
So we're the big town.
Yeah.
We're the town that is, kind of drives a lot of the economy. We probably won't make it up to 132, but I'm sure your viewers are all very familiar with what goes on 132.
Sure they are.
This is actually Sturgis West. They were so successful they created another 400 student school right there.
That's
built at Sturgis. We have the one on Main Street, and one reason we like the one on Main Street is all the kids come out at lunchtime. They're on the Village Green right now, throwing a frisbee, having their lunch. It just gives a vibrancy to your downtown that you don't always see. You you like young people around. Those of us that have been around
Now-
a while.
How do you? Is Sturgis a private?
It's a public charter school.
So this
It's-
is another thing that you have to keep up.
Well, they
Or no?
run their own business.
Okay.
And their own educational system. They get monies from the public school. The public school, the money kind of follows the kid. So they'll get money. And so there's a little bit of, and all schools on the mainland are wrestling with this. You have the difficulty of your school population dropping, going somewhere else. So, you're still trying to run the same programs, have the same, classrooms and stuff.